That's right.
Hey guys, welcome back to Homemade Homestead.
I'm Jesse.
And I'm Rachel. Where are we sitting?
In the shade of our van.
Woo, we finally got a van.
Let's show you really quickly.
So if you guys have been watching our channel for a while, you know that we have been saving up for a van since we have baby number 4 coming. It was a little bit of pressure that we had to get a van.
Right. Yep.
We outgrew our car because it only seats 5 and we're already up to 5.
Yeah, we knew we were going to need a van sometime in the future, but this sort of set a definite date for us.
Yeah, so we did a couple frugal months in January and in February, and we saved a bunch of money. Our goal as a married couple is we just don't want to go into debt for stuff. We have debt for our house and that is all. So it is a blessing. We got a van and we were able to pay cash for it.
If you guys are new to our channel, whatever, go back and check out some of those videos on the frugal spending. You can get a little bit of an idea of what we had to do to get to this point.
Yes. But it was worth it. Do you feel like it's worth it?
Oh, it was awesome. It's so nice to not have that extra debt.
Yeah,
I mean,
even
not
if
have a
it's
payment.
a little payment of $100 to $200 a month, that adds up.
It does. It does.
Yeah, I encourage you guys to try to save because it's worth it. It's so worth it.
So this is a 2005 Honda Odyssey model. I know it does sound a little bit old. I mean, 2005, that's what, 16 years? But it only came with around 108,000 miles on it, which these things, from the different people that we've asked, we know a couple other families who own Honda Odysseys, and they were saying that, you know, these things are good. They're rated for about 300,000 miles if you take care of them, if you do the regular maintenance. So the year didn't so much concern us.
No.
And honestly, with the way things are being priced right now, we got this for a steal.
We did. The cool thing is this was a one-owner vehicle. He bought it right off the lot, brand new, and he took such good care of it. We'll show you in a second the inside. And he took it for all the maintenance right to the dealership for absolutely everything. And it came with a brand new battery that they just changed in January, and we're into April now. So I mean, it's not very old. The tires are perfect shape. So we felt comfortable even though it was that old.
Right.
Because he took such great care of it, and low miles too.
Yeah, and he said he got the timing belt changed, which we heard you have to change that around the 100,000 mark, which he did. And not only that, but he was so like meticulous about keeping this maintained that he also changed the water pump with it, correct?
Right,
That's what that was.
right, at the same time,
That's awesome.
Yes, let's show you around the vehicle.
Now, as far as the color of it goes, I'm not really sure what you would even call this. It's kind of like gray, blue, but if you stand at it at just the right angle, it looks a little bit green. We weren't so concerned about the color. All we cared about was that it that it wasn't white or not totally black. Because, you know, white shows a lot of that grossness, and black, well, that collects the heat, and we don't want either one of those. So this was a good in between. We were happy with it. The slider doors, it actually has 2 of them, which was awesome. We really liked it. It wasn't just on one side. And automatically does that for you. It's really nice. You can pull it and it'll close automatically for you as well. That's a nice safety feature that we really appreciate having little kids. And you can also open those with some couple buttons over here that are right next to the driver's steering wheel.
I love that it has this like walkway in the middle of it. I love that I can throw my purse there, or if I need to, I can walk around and go in the back to help the kids. Also, that thing flips up, so it's almost like a little table so we can put our drinks and stuff. It's just very convenient that it does either of those options. And it's already started to get lived in. I mean, it's a van with kids, right? But it actually seats 8, which is so awesome because if we have, you know, parents or friends that want to come with us, we can pop this middle seat in and out, and we can have 8 seats rather than a normal van seats about 7. And in the back, one of my favorite features when I was looking at different vans is this is a van with stow and go seats is what it's called. So we have this huge trunk space, which actually Jesse bought a wheelbarrow over the weekend and he was able to fit it back here. So it was so convenient to have all this space back here.
Now, just in case you may not know what stow and go seats are or how they work, let me just show you really quickly how they do. As you can tell, we've got a very open space, which we said before is really good for storage space if we need to pack a lot of things for a long trip. It's got these nifty little handles though. If we don't need all that space, we can lift these up. That comes up like so. Has a nifty little strap right here that you can pull on. And that becomes a whole other row of chairs if we need it. And this folds up as well. Just the same. And look at that. We still have all this extra space, which is really a lot more than it looks like. We could easily fit all of our luggage just back here in this little space if we absolutely had to. Then again, if we needed a little bit more space, pull that button. This folds back. Watch out for your fingers. And it folds it away like that. Isn't that nice? I love that. That's so nifty. I especially like this about the door. It can be really easy to take this part for granted, but if you've got kids especially and you want them to be helping you out, this lid falls down very, very gently. You have to, it's got those, I don't know what those things are, but it's designed with a mechanism that you actually have to push it all the way down. It won't just fall down under its own gravity. Opens up very nicely on its own.
When we started our van search, we gave it several weeks. We tried not to rush. We had our budget and kind of the criteria we were looking at. We wanted to stick close to 100,000 miles. We wanted to be under a budget that we felt comfortable with, to pay cash with. And so I kept my eye out. I looked at different local sites, check Facebook Marketplace, all those things. So I just kept my eye out, and I kind of got a feel for what things were posting, like the price brackets with the mileage. So I kind of knew what was a good deal. And we really wanted a one owner vehicle.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it just seemed to make more sense. You didn't have to, the van only changed hands once, which was really nice.
And we knew that they would probably take really good care of it because they spent so much on it, initially. And we talked to a lot of friends and family. We wanted to get advice from all over, and we also appreciated your guys' advice. We read all those comments on our other video about what kind of van you guys suggested, and we did a lot of research, different brands, makes, models, and talked to a lot of family. And Jesse mentioned some family already had a Honda Odyssey, and one family member actually had one that it wasn't a Honda Odyssey, it was a Honda Accord, went over 350,000 miles on it. They took very good care of it. So we knew that Honda was a pretty good brand, and we also, Jesse taught me so much when we first got married, because I didn't know that you had to do research on a vehicle. I just went and was like, ooh, I like this one.
You were young. You were in college.
I was young. And so he gave me a lot of wisdom with, researching, reading reviews, seeing if that make and model is good, and even that year. Sometimes it varies year to year.
Yeah, we were looking at once before we got our other Honda, we were looking at getting a Ford Fusion, which it was an okay car, but this particular year, for whatever reason, it was just not a great year to buy, and that's what we found out a little bit later. It's just like, okay, well, dodge that bullet. So
yes, like maybe some motor went out or transmission, So even though it might be a good company, there might be a bad something in it. It's like a recall or something like that. So it's just something to be aware of. So we did a lot of research.
Do your research.
Yes.
That's a good thing.
Yes.
Also, as you're shopping, what we really wanted to do was find a clean title. That was really important to us. Like when you go online and you find these different car dealerships, you'll look down in the stats. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, the description. How they list out the make, the model, how many miles. Yeah. In there, you'll see something that says title or something in that effect.
Right. And it'll tell you it's either a clean title or a salvage title, or rebuild title.
Yes.
And for us, it was really important that we got a clean title. That way we know exactly what we're getting. That has all of its parts still in it, that it came with. We weren't going to be getting random transmission or a random engine in there that we don't know where it came from.
Right, and it hadn't been in any accidents.
Right, no accidents.
Because that is something, you'd have to do your own research and see if you feel comfortable with that, because most likely if it's a rebuilt title or a salvage title, it's been in a pretty major accident because the insurance company decided that the title had to have that on there now. It couldn't be a clean title. So, you have to decide that for yourself, but for us and what we felt comfortable with, Jesse wanted to make sure it was a clean title. Now with an older vehicle, I mean, this isn't in perfect shape. It's in really, really good shape, but we'll be honest with you guys. We're gonna show you right here. There's a little ding right here from a SUV mirror. I guess it got really close and the mirror hit right here. It has absolutely no hindrance with the door, the window, or anything. It is purely cosmetic. It doesn't hurt the frame. I mean, it's really just right here. And we have learned with age that cosmetic stuff doesn't bother us as much, you know? We're not always hip and trendy with the new phones, new clothes, anything like that. So for us, the functionality is so much more important than the cosmetics. So this didn't bother us, and let me show you one other spot. And then down here, we actually have a little bit of chipped paint. And again, this does not bother us at all. So those two spots are the like not perfect spots of the vehicle. And you know, if we wanted to, we could come back and they sell little paint that we could put on this. But again, we were just being honest with you guys and showing you the kind of condition the van was in.
Yeah, we quickly had to come to terms with the whole cosmetic not looking perfect because, you know, I put a ding in a little bit of a scratch in the paint pretty early on. I think maybe it was even the same day when we were going somewhere after we had bought the van. We pulled up next to each other in the parking lot. I opened the door of our car and it scratches the paint on one of the slider doors. So just...
Nothing is gonna stay perfect, and we have 3, you know, grown kids. We're not grown, but 3 kids, 1 on the way. Things are never gonna be perfect.
Nope, this is a family van after all.
Yep, and we're not perfect like that either. We make messes. I already spilled water in the van. You know, it's just life.
Happens.
It does. But I'm just gonna mention a couple cool things about it. Everything is power windows, power locks. Like Jesse said, it has those little buttons inside that can open the doors. It has a sunroof that opens.
Power windows on even those back slider doors, which I thought was kind of cool. Those longer doors with the windows that actually roll down. It made me feel like we were in a limousine. That's just me.
It's got air conditioning, so for the kids in the back, they have their own little control, and up front it doesn't have some of the bells and whistles that like new vans have, like the backup camera or the DVD player up top, you know. But again, we chose that we rather have something with lower miles that we felt more comfortable and can rely on than having those like fancy things. Oh, it also has leather seats, which for a mom, I'm excited for that. I can wipe them down.
Very clean.
Yes.
All right, well that's enough of our van. Now you've seen it, you know what we got, and we really want to thank you guys for helping encourage us all along the way with our frugal spending. You know, the videos that you guys have been watching and commenting on, always saying keep up the good work. You guys have really helped us save and get the van that we were looking for. Yeah. Thanks for joining us for that family van tour. We hope you guys appreciated it, and we look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. But until then, we hope you guys have a good one. Take it easy.